guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Mary. An extra warm welcome to you. Grab a snack, stay for a while, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I certainly appreciate you guys more than you know. So today's video, who here loves fall? Fall is my favorite season. I have never really been a big fan of summer, and that is because you can keep taking clothes off and still be hot. But during fall or winter, all you have to do is keep layering up. Yeah, so that's my logic as to why I prefer fall over summer. My favorite holiday is also Halloween, and it's in the fall. I love fall. I love absolutely everything about fall. Scarves, beanies, booties, jackets, super cute cardigans, layering up, flannel, anything you can think of that reminds you of fall, I absolutely love. So I figured I would pay an homage to me being so super excited for fall to get here. I decided to do a fall look. So without further ado, let's get started. We are going to go into the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. I don't know exactly when this was released. I'm guessing since it's called the Sunset palette, maybe around fall, since I got this palette probably a year, maybe two after it was actually released, maybe a year. But to me, this totally screams fall vibes. At least for me, it does. So anytime I think about fall, these are the exact colors I think of. So this eyeshadow palette is perfect for today's look, and I am so excited because some of my favorite looks that I create are like the super smoky, vampy eye looks where like they're so blown out. Anyone who sees your makeup is gonna go, wow, your makeup looks so beautiful. Let's get to priming. So I am going to prime with my Eyeliner Cosmetics primer. I think this is only the second or third time I'm using this primer. Don't you worry, that in-depth tutorial using the Spanglish collection and trying to cut my crease with this primer is coming. It is coming. So this base or this primer is actually very sticky. I think this is one of the stickiest primers that I have ever worked with, but so far it seems to be like doing the job perfectly fine. It's not super pigmented. If you are one of those people that likes their primer to have pigment so it can cover their veins, you might not like this because it doesn't do much covering of the veins. For me, it's not a deal breaker, but if you are one of those people that prefers your primer to have more pigment, then this primer might not be for you. All right, first brush I'm picking up is a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH30. It's a really fluffy buffer brush, and I am going to dig into the shade Horizon. I'm going to use that as my transition shade. And I want it to be really blown up. We're going for a super smoky eye look. I'm telling you guys, this base is so sticky, but even though it's sticky, like it's not hard to blend, I don't feel. Now I'm using a Morphe M330 brush. That's what she looks like. It's a little smaller, a little more precise. I'm going to put the next color that's going to go on my crease, and that color is going to be Terra. And like I said, I'm going to focus this color mainly on my crease and blend it in together with that transition shade. So this color is just a tiny bit darker than the transition shade. I know this is looking a little crazy. You guys already know that we make it come together at the end. There are different stages of doing an eye look. The first stage is like, wow, that shade is so beautiful. Second stage is, oh crap, did I make a mistake? Third stage is, all right, I think I pulled it together. We all go through those stages when we are doing our eye looks. We don't always know if it's going to look absolutely perfect, especially if you are like me, where you don't really have a plan as to what you're going to do for your eye. You just know what eyeshadow palette you're going to use, and then you kind of just go for it, you know? All right, this is what we have so far. Now I'm going to go into a Morphe 506, and it's that little precise brush that I absolutely love. I'm going to dip into the second darkest brown shade of this palette, which is called Volcano, and it's not like with the V-O, it's V-U-L-C-A-N-O, which is odd. I'm going to mainly focus this on the outer V of my eyelid. I am going to put a little bit on the actual crease, but my main focus is going to be right here. Now I am going to add shimmer to my lid, and I'm using a Sigma E54, so it's like a little fluffy flat brush. This is like a packer brush. So this is Sun-Dazed, and it's more like a gold shimmer. And then here's this one, which is more of like a warm bronzy gold shimmer. All right, how about I use both? Let's do that. I'll do both. So I'm first going to go in with Adobe. I don't even know. If I'm wrong, you tell me how it's pronounced down below. And I'm going to put that mainly on like the middle of the lid, going outward, and I'll put that gold shade right on the inner corner. So now I'm just going to turn the brush over to the other side and use that Sun-Dazed color, which is like that pretty gold. You can't even really tell a difference between the two shades. They looked completely different when I swatched them. All right, this is what we have. You can't even tell the difference between both shimmers. Both of these shimmers are a little underwhelming. I don't remember being this disappointed at the other shimmer shades, but for some reason these like gold based ones, they're just not it. And for Natasha Denona and how expensive this palette was, I expect better. So yeah. All right, let me go ahead and put my base on, and then we'll do a little bit of the contour and blush, just so I could show you like what kind of shades I am attracted to during the fall season, and I'll be back. Okay, my base is on, and in case you are wondering, I used the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I am in shade light, and I used the CoverGirl True Blend concealer in L900 mixed together with the Juvia's Place in number 18. I felt like more of a matte finish than a dewy finish. All right, now for contour. Oh yeah, I did finish up my eyes. I basically used all the 3 matte shades on my lower lash line. Gosh, cars are being loud today. I have not set my face. I did set my under eyes. I always set my under eyes pretty much immediately after putting on my concealer. I have to set my under eyes. I am not one of those people that cannot not set their under eyes. All right, I'm going to go in with the Milk Makeup Bronzer. So even though this is a bronzer stick, like I've said in some of my previous videos, the brown is a very cool tone brown, so I use it as a contour. I am going to go in with a Morphe M536. That's what she looks like, and I usually like to go on my brush. I don't like to go with the product right on to my cheek. I just feel like I'm not in control when I do that. When I do it this way, I can build it up versus putting too much product and then not knowing what to do, you know? I don't go too overboard on this. I kind of just set my canvas for when I'm going to go in with powders. It's kind of a guide. So for my contour, I usually just like to contour with cream right on my cheeks, and I will not use the powder on the temples of my face until I go in with a powder. Main reason I like to do cream contour first is I just feel it makes it look more natural. Okay, I did already set my face and I use the Ciate Everyday Vacay. I love how this smells. It smells like coconut. All right, so next comes the bronzer. And the reason I'm doing this is because when you think of bronzer, you definitely think of a warm toned powder that has a tint of like orange in it, because obviously you want it to look like you're sun-kissed, right? All right, so I'm first going to go in with Coconut Beach by ColourPop Cosmetics. This is part of Bad Going Coconuts collection. I don't know if they still have this bronzer. I think they do. And I'm going to use this to set the contour that I laid down. I have not set it. When I set the rest of my face, I only set where the foundation was. I did not set the contour. I'm using a L'Oreal Los Angeles L13. As you can tell, it's like a very, very, very cool tone brown, and that is why I use this to set my contour. This is a beautiful color. It's not too dark. It's perfect. It blends beautifully. I think this is one of the only powder bronzers I own from ColourPop, and I've really been enjoying it. Now I am going to go in with my bronzer, and I'm also going to go in with a more cool tone bronzer, and this is the Milani Silky Matte bronzer. As you can see, it is a very, very, very light bronzer. I like to go pretty subtle when it comes to my bronzer for fall, just because, I mean, wouldn't it look weird, say you are in like your jeans, some knee-high boots, flannel shirt, beautiful little, you know, scarf with like your beanie on, and then you have like bronzer where it looked like you just came back from a beach vacation. To me, I'm just like, ah. So I like to go a little more subtle on my bronzer when it comes to fall, and I'm using a Wet n Wild complexion brush. It's pretty fluffy, but as you can see, it's flat. I need to wash my brushes, so this is the best I can do right now. And this color, even though it looks very, very light on the pan, it's actually pretty buildable, and I really, really, really like it because it blends so beautifully. Milani did a really, really, really good job with this bronzer. I definitely feel that it's worth the $10. Once I run out of this, I would definitely repurchase. It is just an all-around great bronzer, and it smells like coconuts, so hello. Alright guys, we are almost done. I went ahead and did my brows off camera. I also went ahead and put on a little bit of brown eyeliner on my waterline, and I also tightlined. I used the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Smog. If you are an Ulta shopper, they're having their 21 days of sales going on right now. I believe it ends on the 17th of September, and I do know one of the days they're going to have these for 50% off. If you have been wanting to try Urban Decay eyeliners, this is the time to do it. All right, now for blush. So I definitely feel like during fall, I kind of gear towards more on the mauve sides of blushes. So this is the Glam Bible blush by KKW Beauty in color Luxe. And as you can see, it's like a very pretty mauve color. I also have these other ones in my C palette. This one, it's like a pink mauve. That's from NYX. This one's more pink than mauve. And then this one is definitely a very pretty mauve. This one is from Makeup Geek, and it is Heartthrob. I love that blush. And this is more of like a purple mauve. This is by NYX as well. I think for today I'm going to go into Heartthrob by Makeup Geek. It's a beautiful blush. They are very pigmented, but definitely worth it. I'm using a Laura Los Angeles L14. Oh, you see how pretty that is? It's a beautiful color and it blends so beautifully. Alright guys, we are almost done. For highlighter, I definitely feel like I go for a more cool tone highlighter. So we got the Juvia's Place Volume 3, which is a very like champagne-y color. We have the Ofra Cosmetics Glazed Donut. This is a Nikki Tutorials collab that she did with Ofra. So it's definitely like a cool tone gold, a little bit on the champagne side. And we got the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the loose highlighter in Extra. It is definitely very icy. I think I'm gonna use this today. I really love this formula. I think Jaclyn Hill did an amazing job. It literally blends beautifully onto your skin, and like even though it's blinding, it just literally melts like butter into your skin. I've never experienced a highlighter like this. I definitely live for these highlighters. I am very glad I ended up picking them up even after her lipstick debacle, just because I wanted to see for myself, you know? So I wanted to give her a fair shot because I didn't experience the debacle of the lipsticks. All right, and for lips, I definitely feel like nude is the way to go when it comes to fall. Or if you have like a very simple eye look, a very vampy like red burgundy lip is perfect for fall. Or even like a very dark maroon brown, like colors like that remind me of like the fall leaves is what I think of when I think of fall. So for today, I am going to use White Russian. It's a lip liner by Cap Cosmetics, and I'm going to show you the color of the liquid lipstick that I'm using. I'm just not going to show you the brand. If you really need to know, you can ask in the comments and I'll tell you. But this is the color, so if you have similar color, make sure to use it. It's just like a very beautiful brown, orange tinted brown. Alright guys, and this is the final look for fall. I think it is beautiful. It is super warm as far as fall tones. I really love the eyes. I did say that those shimmer shadows by Natasha Denona, at least the two gold ones that I tried today, the other ones I felt that they performed pretty great, but for some reason these for me were a little lackluster. So I went ahead and dipped into my JD Glow shadow, part of the Galaxy collection, and Unexpected, this beauty right here, and I kind of just topped it on the shimmer shades, just kind of give it that little extra oomph, because I really felt like as soon as I put it on the lid, I was like, well, that's it. Okay, that's it. Look at how beautiful that highlighter is. It literally just looks like my skin is wet, and I love it. I told you guys, it literally just blends so beautifully into the skin. So happy that I picked those up from Jaclyn Cosmetics, because it honestly looks like they're finally officially completely sold out. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but if you go to the Jaclyn Cosmetics webpage, there is nothing on sale on the website. Nothing, absolutely nothing. They feature pictures of the 3 formulas of the highlighters, but nothing is for sale on the website. I went ahead and looked at Morphe.com and see if I can find her highlighters, and no, it's like not in there. So I think they are finally sold out. I just felt that as soon as the pumpkin spice latte is available at Starbucks, it just calls for a fall look. So I decided to do a little fall look for you guys. Let me know what eyeshadow palettes you gravitate more towards, like during the fall season. For me, definitely palettes that have these kinds of tones in them. I'm pretty sure I have a couple of more eyeshadow palettes that are more like fall colors that I'll be taking out as well and doing some more looks with. But why don't you guys let me know, what is your favorite fall palette that you own? I would love to know, and then I'll see if I have it and maybe create a look with it. That would be fun. Well, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You really have no idea. I have fun filming, and it honestly just brightens my day that I get to do this. You know, just film, edit, and upload for you guys to enjoy. So I would love it if you gave this video a big ol' thumbs up. It would really help me out in the algorithm and hopefully get some new eyes on my videos. Also, if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family. So you go ahead and click that subscribe button. I would love to have you. If you made it till the end and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do it. I will see you on the next video.